Hey everybody, this is Ryan. Welcome back to the investing channel. In tonight's video, I want to do a video on another indicator that you guys can use for not only crypto, but also for stocks. And with this indicator, you're going to be able to improve your ability to determine entry points and exit points. And you're also going to be able to see the volatility of the market, because when things are volatile, when they're going up and down and really high and low, that's the time where you want to jump in and jump out, because you're able to make a larger percentage of profit. Okay, so this indicator is called the Bollinger Bands, and some of you guys may have seen it before, some of you may have used it before, but what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to take a close look at it, how it works, explain it, but I'm also going to share with you guys a little trick that you can do to improve your chances of being able to determine an entry and an exit. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Plus, I'm going to have a giveaway. Since we are dealing with finance, I'm going to be giving away a thin men's wallet with RFID protection, and I'll ship it to you guys. It's really thin. You just put your cards in there, your Visa, your driver's license, whatever. It's thin. It doesn't take much room. And oftentimes when I leave the house, I think I left my wallet at home because it's so thin. So I'm going to give away one of those for free. Okay. And I'll share with you guys what you guys need to do to be able to get that. Okay. So let me share my screen with you. If I didn't say it yet, please subscribe over here. I think I did, and smack the bell. Okay. Oh my God, it's like 10:30 already. Okay, so here I am in TradingView. If you guys are not using a platform like this to be able to use indicators, to have tools, to analyze things, I highly recommend it. You're going to need something like this going forward. I do have a link for a 30-day trial down below in the description of this video. Just click on the See More text link below the video on the left side, and it'll expand the description, and you'll be able to click on that and get a 30-day trial, okay? All right. Oh, let me go through with the giveaway before I forget. I keep making the video and then I forget to talk about the giveaway. Okay, so I'm going to load up a picture of the wallet here on the screen. It's really thin. I love it. I've always had a really fat wallet, and my wife is always on me about my sciatic, having such a fat wallet, and I'm like the butt of all the jokes at the party with how fat my wallet is, especially if we go out to dinner with friends. So I'm going to give somebody, a lucky person, a wallet for free, and I'll mail it to you at no cost. And all you guys have to do is look down below the video. You'll see a thumbs up sign. I just need you guys to please give the video a thumbs up sign. Okay, and then click it with your mouse or with your finger, or if you're on your phone, and then head over to my Instagram channel. It's called Investing Points. Follow me over there, and then send me a DM and just say wallet in the DM message. Okay, that will let me know that you want to enter in for the competition for the wallet, for the giveaway. And I have a bunch of videos here on price predictions. You guys can go watch. They're short ones, but if you guys really want to watch my long ones, my bigger ones, come in here click on my username, and you'll see, well, these are the ones that recently took profit. But go into one of these ones that are black. Okay, these ones haven't swung around yet. I'm just waiting for them. Watch any one you want. It doesn't matter, and it'll give you an indication as to what I'm doing. I swear, you're going to really enjoy it. You're going to see something you've never seen before, and I'm not joking either. I'm not going to waste your guys' time. Okay, let's keep moving. Bollinger Bands. All right, so this is kind of what it looks like. In the middle, well, you've got the candles, but you also have these dotted lines right smack in the center between these two upper and lower bands. That is the 20 moving average right there. These other bands, the upper one and the lower one, are two standard deviations outside of the center line, okay? What I did is I came into TradingView, and I went over here to the indicators, and I did a search for Bollinger Bands, and they have all sorts of them. Doesn't matter which one you choose. The one I have here on the screen is Fib 20. And when you first install it, you have three lines. You have 1, 2, and 3, okay? And what I do is I come in here and I get rid of 1 and 2. So I only have 3. And 3 lines up right at the edge of the shaded area. If I go with 2, which is what a lot of these software indicator programs have, they start off with only 2. What happens is the lines are down a little bit below the edge of the shaded area, okay? And I'm going to explain why you don't want it like that, why you want it out as far as possible, okay? But let me explain first what these mean. This upper band indicates resistance, okay? So typically when price action hits this upper band, what does it do? It usually hits a wall and then goes down. And the same thing with when it hits the bottom one. That's the support. It hits a wall and then it starts to make its way back up, kind of like an RSI indicator. You know, when it goes down to the 30, it shoots up towards the 50 and up towards the 70. Like here, it hit the 30 and then it shot up to the 70, hit a wall, and then started heading back down. So it's just boing, boing, boing. You know, it's like ping pong, just up and down, okay? So it's kind of similar to that. So you can use these lines as support and resistance. Also, when these lines are narrow like this, when they're tight like that, that means that there's calmness in the market. There's not a lot of volatility. Do you want to trade when it's like this? No, you don't, because price is like beep, 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 beep. I mean, it's barely moving, right? You jump in and you would probably lose because it's barely fluctuating. You want to wait for price action to you want these bands to expand. They get like this, they kind of widen. So when price action is like this, you do not want to trade. The longer you have this funnel system, the more likely price action is going to swing to the upside when it finally breaks open, okay? Kind of like what it does. Let me get over here and I'll show you an example. Let's see, right there. Okay, once it expands, it really expands, and then there's volatility. That's the time you want to jump in. But see how these upper line and this lower line, they kind of go like this. They kind of like go like that. I mean, oftentimes they'll either go like that, or they'll go like that, but they're going like this, okay? Going up at a high angle and down at a low angle, or quick angle, big angle, whatever it is. So when that happens, when you see that big change, that big open mouth, that means typically that price action is going to really move upward a pretty good amount, okay? If one of these was a little bit different, if they were kind of like this, or they were kind of like this, then that would be an indication that things aren't going to be moving all that much, okay? So these bands expand when volatility hits, and they contract when things start to level out. Okay, that's one thing that you guys need to be aware. So what I do, well, let me explain something here. If this was at 1, now look at the bands. They're extremely tight now. You know, 3 was out here on the edge of the gray area. 1 is right there. That means that 65% of the price moving within those bands is staying within those bands. 65% of the price moving is within that tight little area, okay? And as the candlesticks touch those bases, it's going to touch them a lot because it's so close to that middle line. It's going to go, it's just going to keep bouncing, and you don't want to trade that because you could make a lot of mistakes. You could jump in and it barely moves and you're barely making any money. And that's the same thing with changing it to number 2, which is what a lot of these indicators do. They defaulted to 2 standard deviations. Fib gives you 3 deviations, okay? So the same thing with 2. With 2, this price action bouncing along within these 2 bands is around, I think it's around 90% of the time it stays within that band. But if I go over here and I change it to 3, let me show you what happens. You're going to see that the price action doesn't hit the outer edge of the band on the upper, on the resistance or on the support very often, which is a good indicator because that lets you know, like, we're at 99% of the price action is within those bands. And if it breaks, that's a good indicator that it's going to bounce back, or it hits the bottom. It's a good indicator that it's going to move up. So let me share with you guys something about this. So you can see here, we got volatility, right? Okay, so with this, remember, 99% of all this price action, all these candlesticks are staying within this band on the level 3. But it hit up here, it hit the resistance. And what did it do? It shot down. So right there would have been a good indication to sell. So let me share with you guys some more here. Hold on. I think I put some examples of it in here. Okay, move this a little bit tighter. Okay, so you can see here, it touched that support line right there. That's a good indication to buy, because how often is it hitting that bottom line, the bottom of the cloud? It's barely touching it. Like, many days go by, many days go by, and it has not touched that exact moment right there, okay? But it did on that day. So that's a strong indicator that it's gonna bounce off that support line and move up. So that's a good buy indicator. Okay, so let's keep going. We see it over here. We can see it almost touched there. It almost touched the top resistance line there, but it didn't. You could still use it if you want, but you know, you could have waited, and look there, it definitely broke through right there. And that's a good indication to sell. So the buy over here was roughly at $3.39, and the sell was at $4.62. So that's a good indication, okay? But why would you not want to sell right here? Okay, you could, but why would you not want to? Well, because remember when I said that when things are tight and they're just kind of moving across the page horizontally, that's an indication that things are calm. Typically, what you'd want is you'd want more volatility. You'd want it to look more like this. You want it wider, okay? So let's go look at another one here. Here's another one. You got more volatility right here, okay? So over here, we had calmness, okay? And I told you why this may not be an ideal point to sell. But over here, everything expanded. Boom, widened up. Fluctuations going on with pricing. And when we are in that zone, then what you have is you have another opportunity over here to sell. So right there, that's at $6.65. And on this scenario, you bought in over here at $3.45. So you can see that, you know, you could have sold here, you could have made money, you could have made money right here too. So you have a few opportunities. But if you're looking for like a calmness in the market, that's typically a time that you don't want to sell, because there's not a lot of fluctuation. But you could do it. You'd probably be okay as long as you were above where you jumped in at, okay? So then you have that opportunity over here. So let me go ahead and I think I have some back here. Let's see. Nope, let me go forward. I think that, okay, here's another example. Okay, we've got the calmness, right? It touches the little bases occasionally, but there's not a lot of huge swinging up on price movement here. And then all of a sudden, boom, everything widens up, the mouth opens up, and we have big swings of price action. Okay, so if you had bought, you know, somewhere over here when it touched the bottom, or even over here when it touched the bottom, and you were holding for a period of time, then look at this. Look on this big volatility here. Boom, it went all the way up to $7.32. Here's another option. You sold up here, and then you saw another opportunity to buy down here, down at the bottom when it touched the support line, the gray bottom of the gray cloud. It touched down there, and you're in the volatility, right? So that's what you want, and you bought in there. And then as you watched it, what happened? It comes over here and it almost touches again, and that's a good sell point. So you buy in over here at 379, and you sell up here at roughly 750. I mean, that's a huge profit. Okay, so I hope you guys, and here's another one a little bit further down the road. It's a little bit more, you know, it's a little more calm, but there is kind of a trend upward. So here's another opportunity to sell here at 777. Okay, so that gives you guys another tool that you guys can use to be able to, you know, analyze things. Now, this doesn't work 100% of the time, so you definitely want to be using other indicators like the SMA, okay? And what that does here is that kind of draws two lines, and when they crisscross, when the orange line breaks, let me give you an example here, let's see. When the orange line breaks the purple line and passes it, that's an indication that price action is about to move up, which it did there. When the yellow line or orange line breaks the blue line, then that's an indication that it's about to go down. And what does it do? It goes down. So you can tell that way on the SMA. You can also do like the RSI. You can get a feel for up near the top, even though we're up here, you know, things are starting to trend downward. Up here gave us an indication that we were at the top, oversold. And then what did it do very shortly thereafter? It started just dropping and gradually making its way down. So you got to use other tools with it when you're analyzing with the Bollinger Band. So I hope this video has helped you guys. Please remember to like the video, and then also head over here to Investing Points and follow me over there, and then send me a DM with the word wallet in it. And then what I will do is I will enter you guys in the contest for the giveaway for the Slim wallet that you're seeing on the screen right now. Okay, thanks guys for watching. And remember, please follow me over here, and also go, after this video is immediately over, click on my username and go in here and watch any of these ones in black. All these ones up here have taken profit. I've got a Fibonacci indicator that you guys can watch and learn about Fibonacci. I've got other coins down here that took profit. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So you can see here, guys, I'm good at picking coins. I'm just waiting for these other ones to swing. Trust me, please go watch that, because you're going to see some stuff you haven't seen before. All right, thanks guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.